Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of In the Gallery with Laura Ali. I'm your host, Laura Ali, and today we're going to jump right into a story you guys have definitely heard about. I just wanted to discuss this case because I do think it's worth having a conversation about as we live in today's time with so many different blended families, right? Like we should really look out for the warning signs, I think, that could prevent situations like this. So let's talk about the murder of, well, I believe I believe it was a murder. I think they did rule it a homicide, right? Yeah, she died. Yes, she died from asphyxiation. So, uh, sadly, let's talk about Anna Kepner. This story really upset me because I understood that she was found underneath uh, the bed in the cruise ship quarters. So if anyone's ever taken a cruise, okay? Cruise ship quarters are incredibly uh tight. So you're gonna be right on top of each other pretty much. You're looking at, I mean, I'm trying to pull up a picture of one that's not just like let me see, cruise ship interior cabin. I'll even do a balcony cabin. Cruise ship balcony cabin. Okay, so let's look at this. So this is a cruise ship, possibly a, a balcony cabin. So I don't know if they were in an interior cabin or waterfront, but you're looking at about this much space. Let's see if we can look at a floor plan. My point is, the reason why I'm digging so deep into the size of a cruise ship cabin is because I think it's highly inappropriate. And call me wrong, call me crazy, call me, a conspiracy theorist. I think it's highly inappropriate to take two teenagers that are not related to one another. I don't care if they're stepbrother and sister or not, they're not related to one another. And put them in a tight, two opposite sex teenagers, to put them in a tight room like this, and they're not related to each other. I think that is incredibly bizarre. I do. And I understand, and this is why I wanted to talk about blended families, because I think this conversation needs to be had specifically for this reason. If they were all brother and sister, not a huge deal, right? Or siblings, not a huge deal. But being that they're not, we have to be concerned about situations like this where I believe, and this is all my speculation right now, I believe the younger boy, her stepbrother, was attracted to her. I know there have been reports about it, but I think it got to the point where, he may have some mental issues going on, but also he's going through puberty. He wants, he's feeling aroused potentially, and he wants to express that. And if she is resisting him or fighting him or any of those things, or even just his curiosity, it's a recipe for disaster. And I know there have been reports from her side that said that she was afraid of him. But then recently, I saw this article that came up that Chantel Hudson, which is the mother of the suspect in this, her son, said the three of them are like the three amigos, is what she said. I don't believe that at all. She said they were best friends. I don't believe that. I think she's doing whatever she can do to try to, I don't want to say absolve her son, but reduce, definitely reduce their culpability in terms of, I've seen multiple times that people have said, Why would you put those two children in a room? The father should have been with his daughter. The mother should have been with her kids. But this is the problem again when we're talking blended families. And I'm not here to judge blended families, but we need to think of best practices, okay? So maybe if we can't get the two girls, because there were two girls. So the mother had the son, excuse me, let's call her Chantel. Chantel had the son, the 16-year-old son, and then I believe she has like a 9-year-old daughter, okay? So, wait a minute. Wait, what? Chantel testified in court about the family's time on the cruise and how Anna came to share a room with her stepbrother and her 14-year-old half-brother. Oh. Why did I think there was a girl in this? Oh, wait. Let me read this really quick. Chantel appeared in court on Friday for an emergency custody hearing after her ex-husband, Thomas Hudson, petitioned the court to remove his youngest daughter from her mother's residence and grant him custody. Okay, so I did read that. I thought the little girl went on the cruise. From what I'm reading here, it seems like she didn't go on the cruise. Maybe she did, but I don't think all four of them were in one room. Anyway, the point of my story is I thought it was going to be the younger girl and Anna. If so, then Anna and the younger girl should have shared a room. They should have just got a room for the boy. I'm sorry, you're going to have to spend the extra money. And if you can't do it, then you can't do the trip. You can't do the cruise. Because there's no reason why you should have all of those people in one room and they're not related to one another. Well, Anna was related to her half-brother. Fine. She can share with her half-brother. But the stepbrother, he needs to be off in his own. Or just put the two boys together and Anna gets her own room. I know I'm playing hindsight right now, but I just feel like this could have been avoided with simple parental oversight. But then again, also, it seems like if this is what happened and this child did murder Anna, you have a murderer spirit. Because why are you stuffing her under a bed? That's horrible. You don't just do that at 16. You don't just start like, oh no, I'm just going to murder someone and put them. You don't do that. So, it's horrible. I believe it was like a maid or someone who found her. Horrible. And the fact that the mother is trying to like fight for custody or maintain custody of her 9-year-old in the home, and she's saying that the 16-year-old is currently being evaluated at some mental institution. It's like, I'm sorry, I just don't trust your judgment. Then the judge ruled that the child should stay with Chantel, with her mother, which I just don't agree with. I think the mother is already making excuses for the son, and I just don't like it. I don't like it, and I don't see for the father. I do not see how we stay together. Your son murdered my daughter. I'm sorry. I don't see how that works out in any world. Even in a situation where it's your children, like say you had two siblings, say you and your partner have two children and one of them murders the other, that marriage can barely work. But you're telling me your child murdered my child? We're going to have a problem. Okay? We're going to have a problem. Hold on a second though. I am realizing that how is that possible? Hold on a second. Didn't they say there's a 14-year-old? Hold on a second. Her 14-year-old half-brother. So if she has a 14-year-old half-brother, how does she have a 9-year-old with the ex-husband. What? Am I missing something here? Am I misreading something? Chantel testified in court about the family's time on the cruise and how Anna came to share a room with her stepbrother and 14-year-old half-brother. So that's Anna's half-brother. Which initially then I was like, oh wait, they have a child together. And then I was thinking, okay, they had a child together, and then if it's a 14-year-old, that means they've been together for a while. But then I see she has a 9-year-old with the ex. Huh. I don't know. Maybe it just gets messy in that family. I don't know. But either way, I just want to tell this story to pay respect to Anna, in addition to just talking about precautions that I think people need to make in the future. And I hope that she gets all the justice in the world, because that is absolutely horrific what she went through, absolutely brutal. And to just be thrown about or stuffed under somewhere, it's a horrible way for this young lady to go out. And it truly breaks my heart that this happened to her. With that being said, guys, I'll catch you guys up with the next story soon enough. Talk to you soon. Bye.